What's up, everybody? So we've got a Kiriko game to review on Busan, and we have a message to go along with this one. It reads, I can't win with Kiriko, and I don't know what I am doing wrong. I'm in gold 2. The way I use her is pressure hit scan without dying from distance, heal most of the time, and damage when you can. Suzu when someone is low, sometimes I miss it and I can improve on that. Is still don't understand the timing for ults, it seems so random. The only mistake that I can think of is that I do follow flankers, ignoring most of my team, and then there isn't anything that's coming to my mind. And then he gives the replay code. So alright, let's get into the VOD review and see what we're up against here. So this is our Kiriko. So the rule of thumb I have for Kiriko is I like playing her when I have a Roadhog on my team or tanks that can be anti'd easily. You have that here. However, there isn't an Ana on the enemy team. However, you don't know that yet. But just alone because of the Roadhog, I like the pick of Kiriko to go with the Roadhog. You two should be a nice pairing together, and then let the Ana kind of deal with, you know, the DPS a little bit more. The one thing I do want to add though is that it's going to be a little tricky for the Ana. Ana's going to be able to heal Torb just fine. Depending on how good your Ana is, she might struggle with Cassidy. So I'm hoping to see you kind of noting that and throwing extra healing maybe towards Cassidy's way. Let Ana maybe heal a little bit more on the Roadhog and the Torb, easier targets to hit, especially considering you're in gold. Gold 2, but still gold. Something to just keep in mind there. In terms of other healers to play into this, suppose Moira and Bap would be the two that come to mind the most. Zen and Lucia, honestly, a lot of healers could work in this team comp, but frankly, I'm completely fine with you being Kiriko. But frankly, I think this is a team comp that as long as the Roadhog's not getting anti'd, you could pretty much play any support and make it work. But because you've got the Roadhog, you got to play for Discord orbs and anti-A's and sleeps and stuff like that. So you're already showing the enemy team that you're ready to dispel that stuff when the Roadhog becomes a problem. So when they inevitably swap, they already know they're swapping into a Kiriko. So I like it. All right, let's get into let's get into the game itself now and see what we're up against. And you're starting AFK. That's not good. There you go. Can you teleport to your team, or are you too far away? Okay, there you go. So, yeah, your Roadhog is like going really far up. So, alright, one thing I would already be looking at is maybe wall climbing up there to mid-ground and then kind of healing from mid-ground and then throwing a couple shots in between the healing. You're playing a little far forward at the moment while being on the ground, and you can't really see your team. Good shot on the Lucio. Between you landing that headshot and the grenade, you got the kill. Oh, another good shot.
The objective is now restoring balance.
Yeah, I like that you teleported to the Roadhog. The only thing there is, so the only thing I would say here is you got to be a little careful on when you teleport to the front line. You don't really know what you're getting yourself into going next to a flanking Roadhog. And Hog's not, he's taking damage, but he's not all that low yet. It might have been beneficial to just wall climb up to here and then just heal him from mid ground when he comes back out, because he's not trying to stay there. He's just doing a little flank hook and coming back around again. Because when you go over here, now all of a sudden you were frontlining, and I'm fiddling with the controls too much here. Okay, so yeah, see how you're frontlining right here? You've got Winston yelling at you, and you've got a couple people right behind him, and he's, you know, you're taking damage you don't need to be taking. And then on top of that, your E ability there, that didn't save you from anything, because you still had a bunch of health left. You would use that kind of more as like a lamp when you're getting like really low, but at that point you probably would have died anyway. But the only thing right now that I would say you have in a responsibility to be using your E on would be Ash's TNT and Sojourn's I forget the name of it, but that big energy ball she shoots out, because that you can take the speed decrease away from that by E-ing it. Those are really the only two things I would be concerned about with pressing your E. Otherwise, I wouldn't really be too worried about it, unless you think you can save a life when you get to the point of being too low. But
I'm on the objective. You should swing by too.
Draw strength from nature's
you're really good at landing a headshot when the Cassidy's landed his grenade, so it turns into a nice little 1-2 punch. I like it.
Take the objective.
Nice. That was a headshot too. It didn't need to be a headshot. You could have landed a body shot and got the kill, but it's good aim. I mean, this is good aim for a gold player. I'd honestly might even be better than my aim on Kiriko. I'm a little rusty though. I haven't played in 10 days. I've been dealing with COVID. Yeah, so retreat from the Winston. Anna tops you off. You're good. Heal your Anna. Oh wow. Okay, Lucio got a boop. You know, an E ability, if you can predict a Lucio boop and you E it right before he does it, it would save them from that too. Just to throw that out there. Although the kind of foresight you would need for that is something you'd almost have to be a Lucio main and then kind of see it coming. But I just want to throw it out there. You could theoretically be E-ing Lucio boops to keep people from getting launched off the sides. I'm not faulting you for not doing that there. I'm just throwing it out there as another option. Okay, that, I don't know what that was. Roadhog's in trouble. Good. Yeah, that little lip can be, there you go. Good, you punched to get the killing blow. I was gonna say, if you don't do that and you fiddle around and start missing shots and she gets away or healed or something, I would have faulted you on that, but good job with the punch.
Like a gentle rain. This ends now. Hey, big guy. Be healed.
I like what I'm seeing so far. Oh, okay, so what just killed him? Oh, Baptiste shot him. This Lucio's feeding right now. Yeah, heal your Anna. So the only thing I would add here is once you guys killed the Lucio, try to just move up and hold them to this choke area or that other, you know, back alley over there. You guys are just leaving a lot of space for the enemy to just walk back in and try to contest point. Like, there's a lot of space that just got left for them to just walk back in on. It's too late now, but...
Let the Kitsune guide you.
So the only thing I would say with your ult there is the angle. I don't like the angle too much. I think I would have tried to shoot it like kind of like down the middle on a like a little bit of a diagonal corner to corner sort of a thing. So then that way more people are being affected by it. That's the only issue I take with that ultimate. And it's a little bit of a nitpick because it didn't really end up mattering anyway, but the thought process behind me saying that is basically just trying to get as much of your team involved in the ult as possible. So that was... You guys like walloped them there. Something goes haywire in this one though, because we still got like 10 minutes to go here. Did anything change? You got Hanzo now. They're running Diva and Bastion, so yeah, I mean, nothing very drastic has changed. The principle still stays the same. Although, why are you always starting every round AFK? It's not good.
I'm with you.
You kind of can get away with it with Kiriko, I suppose, but still a bad habit. Don't get into that habit. So the one thing I don't like here is that everybody's kind of going their own way and you're kind of caught in the middle of it and it seems like you don't really know what to do. In a situation like this, I would say just stick with the Roadhog because Kiriko's job is to protect tanks such as Roadhog from, you know, abilities that would hinder him from being able to do his job. Now, this enemy team's not really doing anything about it, but it's just good play style to get ready for when you have a Roadhog. The enemy's probably going to go Ana. They might even go Zen or, you know, anything else that might dispel and hurt the Roadhog. So that's what I would be suggesting you do here because it's just a good habit to start getting in on some of these flanks with the Roadhog. Okay, so the one thing I want to add here is you're getting a little too DPS happy. And the main thing you need to be concerned with is the enemy Bastion. When you hear him in turret mode, you should be pretty much in full heal mode unless the Ana's already kind of got whatever target's being fired on covered or they're already taking cover, that kind of a thing. But in this case, that didn't happen and your Roadhog melted and you're just kind of DPSing it. Like, watch how fast your Roadhog dies here. Look at how quick that was. And it was to the Bastion. So you gotta be a little bit more playing support when that kind of damage is coming in. So it's okay to do a little poking here, but you're really not going to do too much. There you go. I mean, if the Ashe is going to go that far forward, no problem there. Yep, heal your Ana and go in as a group again. I like that. Yeah, so this Bastion is a problem for your Roadhog right now. So it's on you and the Ana to help the Roadhog get space being made here. So like the Ana sleeping Bastion, Ana anti-ing Bastion to make the Bastion think twice on where he is, that kind of a thing. You healing while the Ana's doing that, you know, taking a lot of the brunt damage off of the Bastion and just trying to out heal it is really going to be kind of the game plan here for you and the Ana. This is way too far forward and you're DPSing. Yeah, you needed to be healing and staying with your Roadhog. I think at this point though, it's going to be difficult to make Roadhog work because the Bastion and the Diva are going to punish Roadhog significantly. So if I were somebody on this team, I would be calling for a different tank at this point. Another Diva would be good. A Sigma could be good. Yeah, I'm okay with Sigma here. So it seems like you've got it down that you can get 2 shots off in between a round of healing. Or at least seems that way to me that you've got that down, and that's a good thing. That's a good habit to get into. Because the problem I see with a lot of Kirikos is they overheal, and at that point it's like, well, why aren't you just playing Mercy? Because you're not getting any value out of the right clicks. You're getting value out of the right clicks. The problem is for you, I think, is you're almost getting too much value out of your right clicks, and then you're not healing enough.
Step right.
Nice shot. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's like you land some of those and you start feeling good about yourself, and next thing you know, your team's got 3 DPS and 1 support. Heal your Junkrat. See, that's what I'm talking about. You're in complete DPS mode here. Your Junkrat needed healing, although the Ana ended up getting him, but Don't get too over focused on DPSing versus healing. Yeah, that's not good. Yeah, don't eat that damage. So, I'm not really sure why you're holding your ult here. I think I would have liked to have seen you ult a little sooner. I was kind of waiting to see like when you were going to use it, but it doesn't even look like you're going to use it. So like, not here. Not here. But like, as soon as your tank went down, now you're in trouble. Now, I'm not saying use it yet. I'm saying like right around here is where I would have been looking for you to use it, although not where you're at. I don't really like your positioning here. I would like to see you more on that side of the point, and then kind of maybe even living on the other side of this drum, like, you know, that building that's over there. And then you could ult this way, or you could ult that way. I think I'd like to see that. So like even right here, yeah, so this is what I was talking about right here, but like if you could ult going in that way, I think that would be beneficial. Because now that Bob has slept, and you guys need something to win this fight, because you guys are in trouble here. It's at this point, like, the Sigma's dead, the Junkrat died because you were on the wrong side of the point, and all you guys got is a dead Bastion and a slept Bob. So, and on top of that, it's 99. So you guys, you gotta pull something out here. So I'd be looking. I don't know why you're not ulting there. Even right here, like, I'm not sure why you're holding your ult. Yeah, this is, at this point, it's just too late. And you gotta contest. The second they take this, if you're not on it, it's over. Yeah, you don't even touch. So, you got, I don't know if it hasn't registered yet for you, and for some people yet, but when it's 99 and they're starting to make a move to the point, you have to touch. You just have to. There's no forgiveness for that now. The second it's 99 and they take it, it's done. So that's why I was looking for you to ult earlier there. I know in Overwatch 1 that would have probably been a bad ult because there would have been an opportunity for you guys to still get on there and contest and so forth. That ain't the case no more. Anything change here? So at this point, I do take a little concern with still being Kiriko. This kind of shows a little bit of lack of awareness to the team comp. I don't advise one-tricking too many support heroes in Overwatch 2 like I personally used to in Overwatch 1. I did a lot of one-tricking in 1. In 2, I pay very close attention to what my team's going. They have and in this case, it's more what the enemy team's doing. They haven't really been running anything for you to be pressing your E ability. So why still be Kiriko when there's just like a portion of your kit is just kind of pointless? So here, what I would be looking for is honestly a lot of supports would be good here. You could be Brig, you could be Zen, you could be Lucio, you could be Bap, you could be more. Frankly, I like almost any support but Kiriko for this third round, if I'm being honest. I don't see the value in Kiriko considering what your enemy team has been throwing at you and what you now have on your team. I just don't see it. I get you're good with your right clicks on Kiriko, but yeah, I think you could be providing more value to your team if you were just something else right now.
Round 3. Capture the objective.
And your team's all over the place again.
Restoring balance. I'm with you.
So that could have been a good E, but yeah, you were just not in a good position to use it. But I like the idea behind it.
The objective is now active.
Just heal. Yep. Heal, just heal. Just heal, just heal. Just heal. Okay, that was actually good. I like that E.
Renewed again.
Get back to your Ana. Heal. So, yeah, I feel that you really want to start doing damage, and some of these times it just pays to just be healing. You were doing a good job for a while just healing the Ana, but then you kind of lost it. Some of it was positioning, some of it was like you wanting to right click and then you just kind of lose track of things. But then the other thing too is I noticed when you were down here, you could have teleported back up to the Bastion and then tried to cover the Ana from up there. The other thing too is you could have just wall climbed up there. I haven't really seen you do much wall climbing yet, and that's a big part of her kit too. Okay, that's one instance I'm going to be a little strict on you on. That's one instance I would have liked to have seen a double head tap there, and I'm a little disappointed we didn't get it. Because Reaper's head is so big and he's in such a narrow corridor. That's one time I would have liked to have seen that. Back out, back out. What are you doing?
Hey.
See, you kind of just left your Ana hanging there. But I don't know. I don't necessarily hate that teleport. It's just... What the heck? I don't like that nano. Heal, heal, heal. Yeah, okay, good ult. I like the... I don't know why the Sigma's just backing up though, but I like the ult. Yeah, I don't chase that. I don't think. I stay with the ult. like right here, just leave it. Just leave it alone. Stay with your ultimate for whatever's left of it and just get as much value out of it as you can, because your Sigma abandoned it, and I wasn't expecting him to do that, and I don't think you were either.
Lick my wounds.
This objective's got my name on it. Good to have you.
私がついてる。もう大丈夫。
That would have been something to E, although I wasn't expecting the Sigma of all the heroes to die from that. But when there's a Diva Bomb, Junkrat Tire, those are things to be looking to just throw your E on and see if you can save them from the explosion. That was a good E, I think. But too little, too late kind of a situation.
Let's get back to it. What's that?
Step right up.
Hail Mary High Noon gets a kill. You guys gotta move down there now. Okay. I would have looked for you to done a punch there. Oops, did I lost you? Let's go back because I lost you for a second there. Okay, so you demech Diva. Then the Lucio right here, just throw a punch. Just get some damage out and then heal your Cassidy.
Draw strength from me.
Okay, that was a good E. I like that one. Heal, heal. Oh, you gotta heal. Yeah, get your team healed. This Lucio is living way too much, but it's... Ooh, good kill there, but... I don't get how this Lucio is living the way he's living, but it's unfortunate that... It's not your job to deal with it right now. You just gotta be healing. Your DPS are still low here. Be looking to throw your ult here in a second, like right now actually, because they're about to take it again. Ooh. Just that little bit, and you would have lost. And you've got another ultimate that you're just sitting on here. Punch. Yeah, okay. Heal, heal. No, Betty, Betty. Yeah, I like the high ground grab. Just, if you're starting to lose to the Ashe, just retreat. So when they push in, you ult to counter it. That's what I'm looking for here. Oh, good kill. Okay, throw your E when that blows up. You got, yeah, see, that would have been a good E. Throwing it into the group of people. I don't know why the Sigma's not blocking this, or if he is, why everybody's not using the shield though. But okay, at this point, you gotta ult. Why are... Problem I have with this ult is the trajectory of it. Like, your team's not in it. You could have thrown that ult at your team, so that, and then they could have used that to come back towards you and you to come into them, and they'd be getting all this ultimate where it took them a while to get to it. Is it just me, or am I just not seeing Sigma shields anywhere? And you're about to lose if you don't touch. Like, where is this shield? I don't know. Am I just not seeing it? Or is the Sigma not using his shield? So, all right. So, number one, when to be Kiriko. I'm not 100% sure if that's how you spell Kiriko, but that's how we're going with it. So, I like the pick of Kiriko in the beginning. I was okay with it in the second round. By the third round, I would have expected you to swap. Like, if you were in my game, I would have been wanting you to swap by the third round. It just wasn't really called for. Two, alting, your alt timings for Kiriko are not very good. You could have used that alt to potentially elongate the second round quite a bit. And to go along with that, your positioning kind of kept you from maybe alting, because I expected you to be on the right side of the second round point, and you were more on the left. But even on that third round, you kind of held on to it for a little too long, and then the trajectory that you threw it out in could have been better. And then the other time you alted on the third round, you didn't really get any value out of it either. So you got to work a little bit on your alting for Kiriko, getting a little bit more value from your team. Initiate team fights with it. Once you've won, initiate when you're holding the point. Once you get to that 99 section where the enemy took it at 99, but you've got it, you got to do everything in your power to win every team fight, because the second they take it and they get that 1%, it's instantly over. So, and then number 3, heal a little more. I kind of get why you're right clicking as much as you are. Your right clicks are better than an average gold player, and I would even venture to say they're probably better than an average plat player, but you're still a support and you still need to heal, and you need to focus a little bit more on healing. The one thing I'll say is there were definitely a couple times you could have kept your DPS going more, and you kind of lost track of it and started damaging. And actually want to add a fourth point to this, your E ability. That's the big reason I kind of want to loop this into number 1 a little bit, but your E ability wasn't very valuable in this, and it could have been more valuable. Junkrat tires, diva bombs, things where there's like a timed explosion. You can kind of time that with your E when there isn't like an anti-nade to cleanse or that kind of a thing. But when you start losing part of your kit because it's just not needed in team fights for whatever reason, in this case, your E ability, there just wasn't much to be dispelling. Like the Ash wasn't landing like TNT nades and people weren't being set on fire. But like when stuff like that's happening, that's where it kind of falls on you to be self-aware and be like, Kiriko might not be the best pick. I could probably be doing something else for my team to helping win. Like in a case like that, you could be Zen and throwing a Discord orb out. And if your aim is good on Kiriko, it's probably pretty good on Zen too, because the aiming's not too drastically different. It's a little different, but not too drastically different. And you might be able to heal and do damage at the same time, as opposed to Kiriko, who's got to swap in and out of the two of them. So, being a little self-aware in that case, I think could have gone a long way too. But anyway, I hope that was helpful, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one.